Highas and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being present. It is June 30th today, and if it is your birthday, happy birthday. This reading is definitely for you. If you are a Cancer sign and today's your birthday, threes are very significant. That just came to me. I do have some meditation incense burning. That is some sacred smoke going for us at this time. If you were guided to this video, but it's not your birthday, you are definitely welcome here. For those whose birthday it is, this is a general timeless reading. Timeless is in any time, year, day, month that you watch these cards. Maybe you do read them and pick up something. That's what we're really guided to do, is to follow our intuition and to gain a sense of perception for ourselves and wisdom and connect our mind with our body daily. So you could, maybe you feel something along those lines. There are approximately 367,000 people born every day. So this is why it's important for you to take what resonates for you, birthday souls, and leave behind for others what doesn't. For those of you who this isn't your birthday, but you are guided, perhaps maybe you have a strong pull and energy toward the moon, or there is Cancer significant in your birth chart. You may want to check those out and see. Or perhaps your spirit guide already told you the reason, or you may know. So welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're able to be here and present with us today. At the end of the reading, we will blow this candle out for all of you born on June 30th and anyone going through a rebirth at this time, and you want to manifest and have an intention, a dream, a wish come true. I do have my crystal ball off to the side. If I get any scrying messages, I will share them immediately so that we don't get lost. They don't get lost. If they are lost, they will come back when they're meant to. So there's no need to fret or worry there. I'm being drawn to my amethyst wand at this time. So this may mean that some of you have a third eye awakening. So I'm doing this a little bit different today, but before we begin, I would like to let you know that Cancer, you are ruled by the moon in the 4th house. 4 is all about stability. It also is in making me think of the root chakra, the base chakra that we all have, our energy center within the middle of our bodies. We have chakra points all over our bodies, but there are 7 main ones that humans work with here on this planet. And your root chakra holds the basic necessities: shelter, food, clothes, all of these things. So you may want to check and make sure that those needs are being met. You are a very much a moon child, Cancer, of course. You're family oriented, very intuitive, and highly imaginative. Can very much reach your imagination. If you feel like these aren't clicking with you, you have the potential, if you'd like to release them, open them up and surrender and allow them those emotions to come in. You also, with the intuition and the emotions, being guided by the water, the waves, the moon, and going with the flow, you are an emotional person. This could also bring about some sensitivities, fears even, desires. You're very empathetic, so there could be some sort of challenges with boundaries that you hold, and can be moody at times. But you are a cardinal sign. You bring about a new season. Okay, it's interesting that I have this deck left out here. So the way that we're doing this, then thank you, Spirit, for bringing it to my attention. So I meditated and done some scrying beforehand, and the messages I got were to connect to trees on a deeper level. So remember everything, not just seeing a tree, looking at its beauty and saying, oh wow, I really love how that tree, I'm drawn to this tree, I don't know why, feeling a connection with some tree that you just cross paths with, or one that you've been around and you visit every day. So there's that connection, but on a deeper sense of understanding what around you is made of trees. Paper is made of, like, paper is an example. Most people, I understand that most people are using screens these days, devices, versus textbooks in school. But there's still people who read books. There are still authors that are writing books and creating this for others. So every book that's made is made by trees. Pencils made with trees. Furniture, things that you're sitting on probably. This desk is made of trees. Trees supplied this desk to me, which is also sacred altar as well, and holds a lot of sacredness for me. So what else? Even toothbrushes are made with trees. I have some bamboo toothbrushes, and actually way before toothbrushes were invented synthetically, chemically, there were toothbrushes made with trees, and that's how a lot of people clean their teeth. If you think of like toothpicks, of how we use toothpicks sometimes after we eat, that was the initial first toothbrush. Instruments, if you like music, well, then you gotta love some trees, people. I mean, just think on a deeper level what trees represent and stand for, and where you can find trees. They make homes, they provide shelter, furniture, couches, tables, chairs, wooden spoons. So they also create utensils and dishes, bowls, plates, saucers. I mean, the list is infinite of what trees make. Coasters. Yeah, there's so much. But it's important for you to connect with this and think about trees on a deeper level, okay? And inner peace is coming. Inner peace is coming. Let's start pulling some cards here. So I was guided to use the Animal Spirit deck, and it made sense after I kind of giggled afterwards as to why, when I'm asking what deck to use and trying to collaborate with my guides, it's interesting how they, sometimes when they say something, and then when they give me a download or an answer, and it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because what also came up in the meditation is a turtle dove. And I really didn't get to look up. I typically try to look this up, the meanings of this. But what I can say is that turtles represent earth. Turtles are ancient. They hold a lot of wisdom. They carry their homes on their back. So they are travelers, and they go with the flow. They're of the water. And then doves soar in the sky, so they're of the air. And so there's this unity of connecting your mind with your heart. The water represents emotions, right? We just talked about this. So, the water is connecting the flow of water, how it connects. But let's see what turtle dove meaning is in the Google world. So it is a small old world dove with a soft purring call, noted for affection shown. It's all about love, faithfulness, and peace. And this came right after I got the download, Inner Peace is Coming, is when I saw the turtle dove. And then directly after that, there was a cat, dog, or a wolf. It looked like a wolf to me at first, and then a dog, and then cat ears I saw. But this is basically something you're gonna find an animal while you're in the mountains somewhere, and there's a deep connection with this animal. Spirit, what do you have for us today for those born on June 30th? All right, we have the spider. And sacred geometry is coming up. Your home, there's something about your home that's necessary for you to really, there's something going on in your home, or you're making a home for yourself. Perhaps you just moved somewhere and you're settling in. It may be time to assess your home, clean it, rearrange some things, move some energy around. What webs do you weave? So this is definitely earthly realm. Expansion. I'm also getting expansion and growth with this card. Connecting with your feminine energy. And this isn't a gender specific reading. There is not a gender in spirit realm. We all carry masculine and feminine energy within us. So this is a need or desire, or maybe an ancestor is coming into your dreams, coming into your meditations, and connecting with you on this level of sharing knowledge that is important for you to learn. And the trees have something to do with this as well. Ideally, it is said, I don't want to go too deep into this, but with the sacred geometry that is coming up at this moment, there is a scarab beetle, and in ancient Egypt, ancient times, it is said that the world was actually created from a spider. Because the scarab beetle rolls its dung, and then the babies come out of this ball that is formed. And this ball that forms, it almost looks like a roll of yarn. If you'd like to look further into sacred geometry, you're new to it, or if you just haven't heard this before, my reference is Dr. Robert Gilbert. I actually refer to him a lot here in this space. Let's see. I'm curious as to see what the book has for us. This is a Kim Krans deck. I really fell in love with her Unknown deck, and how her story, her life, of how she just follows and is enlightened. So this is about Dharma and creating prosperity through your life's work. Yeah, I mean, what web do you weave? Be process-oriented rather than result-oriented. So it's asking you to really be creative. Open up your creativity. This goes also with the trees of having a creative mind. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here. Connecting to trees on a deeper level. This inner peace. Do we know what the inner peace is for the birthdays, for Cancer, for the reading today? Spirit, can you please provide us an answer of what this inner peace is that's coming in relation to what the inner peace is? Inner peace from those ill thoughts that are in your mind. And the turtle dove is about unionship, partnership. This is a commitment, showing a commitment either to yourself, to a partner, a unionship. Perhaps you are getting married, or you just got married and you made a huge commitment. This could also be business related, but there's a need to embrace the turtle dove's sense of peacefulness, love, and kindness. There is a need for you to embrace, also have faith. Have faith, Release. This is the Nine of Swords, and something, whatever is keeping you awake at night, is about to be released, and inner peace is coming in for this. So this is, whether this is your own illusion, dream, coming through in your dreams, keeping you awake. Perhaps it's bills. It's something that is out of sync with you, not in alignment. And maybe it's an argument. Perhaps there's some sort of disagreement going on at work or at home or within yourself. But this is all dissipating, and you're going, there's this inner peace that's coming in, and a knowing. The spider energy brings about some really good enthusiasm your way. Again, it's all about being creative. You know, you're a hard worker, but you don't really get tired or become impatient whenever you hone the spider energy. Okay, and let's pull another one for this. What turned into the mountain? In the mountains, this cat, dog, or wolf. What is it in the mountains? It is the message that you have for us about the mountains. This one's it? Okay, thank you. The Sun. Okay, you're going to come back to, you're going back to your roots of your inner child, of yourself, but you're kind of reliving, but in this new fresh set of an adult eye set that you have, a new perspective that you have. And this is why, so maybe after all, it's not a cat, dog, or a wolf, it's a horse bringing you power, creativity. This is all about creativity for you today. There's a very clear message for you to be creative, Cancers. Okay, it's time for you to get creative with yourself. And perhaps the whole connecting of the tree is writing, using pencil and paper, going back to the origin of how this began. I mean, originally it definitely was ink and Featherwell there, but you know, this is asking you are being called to release. This is the blockage that's happening, blocking you from all of this beautiful union, this partnership, this childlike mentality of being free, having freedom, also having wisdom. Very powerful too. You're not, you know how to have healthy boundaries at this point and speak up for yourself. Not people please, but speak to others in a creative way, a kind way. Not creative as in sly, clever, trickery kind of way or mentality. No, this is a creative, gentle, compassionate. This comes from your heart space, not your mind space of any sort of ill revenge or anything of that nature. And that must have came up for someone for a reason. It's interesting that that surfaced. Let's go ahead and pull. So I was going to use a different deck, and Spirit made a noise with this one. So clearly we were supposed to pick the Green Witch. Enchantment. Get enchanted. Alchemy. Be the fire. Embrace your shadow. When you embrace your light and dark, your joy and sorrow, you balance yourself. We have 2 here, which is about duality. And it's time for you to be enchanted. When was the last time you felt enchantment? You know, like a time when, a moment when time stands still just for a second. Kind of like when you fall in love. So for some here, this is love coming in. Yeah, you are going to connect with someone, and when you do, there's a healing that's going to come. There's an opportunity to heal a heart wound. So when you're enchanted, everything around you moves through you. Sounds, smells, sensations are at their highest. It's the sun rising in the woods. Enchantment is the wild boar mother with her babies. It's the very first sprouting of wild garlic in the woods in the springtime, and you walk out and smell it, and you just feel so refreshed. Yeah, enchantment. It's time to rediscover your magic. That's what this card is implying for you. Rediscover your magic, okay? And I wasn't going to pull this one, but I am being guided to pull you a positive motivational card. There was like this faint whisper that I'm hearing too. So someone getting a faint whisper in their ear. What is the spirit? Well, this could be for you if you're the one that's drawn to trees. These are the trees calling you. They're calling you to be with them. If it's not, you could be going through an ascension process. Okay. Always remember that striving and struggle precedes success, even in the dictionary. Remember that striving and struggle. I'm going to put this right up above our Nine of Swords here to release this heaviness. This is the year number 9 too. So have some patience if it continues until the following year. 2026 is definitely going to be a better year, but that's not to say that good things aren't going to happen for you. Definitely today you're going to have some really good things happen. And you are being encouraged to make sure that you open up your mindset and not allow beliefs to limit you, okay? I'm going to pull these beautiful cards up here, raise those above. And on the count of 3, I'm going to blow the candle out. As the smoke rises, may your dreams and wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, Mia.